Hello and welcome to the Angela Marie Made Final Home Tour. It's official, we sold our house, the house that we've transformed with lots of DIY projects here on the channel over the past few years, and it's the house where my DIY skills and style really evolved. Today I'm sharing a final before and after look at those rooms we made over and the DIY projects that we tackled. Our entryway is the first room you walk into, and it was just a small space with yellow walls when we first moved in. We painted the walls a light gray and added our DIY hall tree right after moving in. But we gave it a final makeover to fit our needs, and this is definitely one of my top favorite makeovers that we did. With such a small entryway space, I wanted more hidden storage and a larger bench, so we built custom built-ins for the perfect solution. First, we started with a DIY built-in cabinet and door that we built totally from scratch to be the most budget-friendly. Then we built the built-in bench. I painted the built-ins Retreat by Sherwin-Williams, which really gave a calm and welcoming vibe. The bench top was stained to give a warmer look with the wood. For the rest of the entryway, we added a faux shiplap and painted it white along with the banister to really make the built-ins pop. We saved a ton of money by DIYing the built-ins, so I splurged on the brass handle and coat hooks from Rejuvenation. I love the final look, and it added so much extra storage to our entryway. I'm really going to miss this space and how pretty and functional that it was. Our living room is on the opposite side of the entryway. When we first moved in, it was very standard with no character and a lot of popcorn ceiling. We transformed it into a cozy and casual feeling room. The very first projects we did were removing the popcorn ceiling, then installing a faux shiplap accent wall. We also added DIY window trim and bamboo blinds to the windows. After a few years, we finished the room makeover and decided to remove the shiplap wall and replace it with a floor-to-ceiling board and batten with crown molding. I love how the molding is art in of itself, and we didn't have to add any additional artwork. To add more character and coziness, we added a DIY fireplace with an electric insert. The fireplace is designed to be a mix of modern and classic style. We used it every day throughout the colder months. The wood sign over the fireplace was another DIY project that I completed with my Cricut. We kept our old IKEA couch to stay on budget, and we also kept our DIY entertainment center with barn doors, which I absolutely love. It hides our TV and provides extra storage and decor, and I just love the color combination of it. Finally, we added a cozy plaid rug, a modern floor lamp and coffee table, as well as some other new decor. Our guest bathroom is off of our living room, and it was quite the before and after transformation on a budget. The first project we tackled in this space was our ugly popcorn ceiling, which we covered up with real shiplap and crown molding. I couldn't stand the outdated tile in this room, and we just tiled right over it with a mosaic gray and white tile to freshen up the space. We installed DIY vertical shiplap halfway up the wall and painted it Mindful Gray by Sherwin-Williams, which looks really great in this room that didn't have any natural light. In order to hide our outdated corner shower inexpensively and not have to replace it, I installed a corner shower rod and extra long shower curtain, which added both privacy and softened the look of the room. My favorite project of this makeover was our DIY bathroom vanity. I built it for only $100 in lumber. I have build plans for it on my blog, which is linked below in the description box if you're interested in building one yourself. We added a faux marble sink top and brass faucet on top of it to make it higher end looking. The final additions to this bathroom were a mix of metals and modern touches with the arched mirror and a DIY wooden shelf with some brass brackets. Moving on to our kitchen, it was another budget room makeover. I decided to stop waiting for a big kitchen budget makeover with dreamy everything and just make the most of this space using DIY and a $1,000 budget maximum. To make the most of the budget, I focused on DIY projects that really make a big impact and add custom character. The first project we did was remove our bulky upper cabinet to the left of our sink and replace it with floating shelves. We upcycled the upper cabinet and turned it into a built-in cabinet on the side of our kitchen with a custom wood countertop. This was another room that we had to remove the awful popcorn ceiling and then paint the drywall on the ceiling. We also took down the pendant lighting and replaced it with recessed lights to open the space up more. One of the major projects in this space was installing a subway tile backsplash using inexpensive classic white tile. It totally elevated the look and feel of the kitchen. To add even more character to the room, we added DIY window trim and enclosed the space above our cabinets, and we trimmed it out with crown molding. I loved that there was no more dusting over the cabinets anymore after that. My favorite project in the space was by far the DIY range hood cover. It became the focal point of the room and was just totally gorgeous. It's another thing I'm really going to miss about this house and I would love to have in my future home. Other projects included removing the cabinet doors on one side of our kitchen island and replacing them with board and batten. We also painted our laminate cabinets White Dove by Benjamin Moore on the top cabinet row, and then on the bottom we painted them Mindful Gray by Sherwin-Williams. Our kitchen became a much more enjoyable space to spend time in after we finished this makeover. Well, I don't want to move on from our kitchen without talking about our two pantry closet makeovers. They both had awful wire shelves and were really disorganized. For the smaller pantry cabinet, I added simple DIY wooden shelves and organized it in a really efficient and beautiful way. In the larger pantry closet, we installed DIY corner shelves and I also added under-shelf lighting to them, which made a huge difference since the pantry closet was so deep and we could really see things much better after that. I also organized it with new bins, organizers, and some DIY pantry labels. Above our kitchen is our laundry room. It was an embarrassing mess that we just lived with until we finally got around to making it over. It was definitely one of my most dramatic makeovers. After cleaning it out, we built 2 DIY wall cabinets. To make them custom looking and not like your standard cabinet, I designed them to be face frame cabinets with inset doors, and we added crown molding. I finished them off with brass knobs and a beautiful paint color called October Mist by Benjamin Moore. To keep this makeover on the easier side, I used peel and stick tile for the first time and went with a higher quality peel and stick tile. We added a DIY thin floating shelf between the cabinets and a black hanging rod. Both were really easy projects which added function and style to the laundry closet. For even more organization, I added a DIY wall rack and a DIY standing shelf over the washer and dryer. I love our big wicker basket that I finished the laundry space off with too. The last space on the lower level is our back porch. We enjoyed using our back porch as an actual porch, and I had a whole DIY outdoor furniture set that we built for it. But because we didn't have a garage, we really needed a workshop space, and we ended up turning the porch into a cute workshop for projects and filming tutorials. One of my first and favorite projects in this room was turning our regular shed door into a faux barn door with shiplap and trim. I painted it tricorn black, and I think it looked so good and really sharp. I painted the dingy siding a fresh white color, and I also painted our awful pink floor tile gray. And yes, you can paint floor tile. It's held up really well over time. I have a 1-year review video, which I'll link below in the description box if you want to check it out. Other DIY projects to turn the space into a workshop were my DIY workbench that I love and my DIY pegboard stand on wheels, which holds all of my tools. Now it's time to talk about the upstairs, starting with our master bedroom. The dingy yellow painted walls and popcorn ceiling continued into that room too, but we transformed it into a cozy, chic room that I really love. First, we removed the ugly popcorn ceiling on the angled walls and painted all of the walls white except the feature wall, which was painted black. I love our black accent wall, and it turned out to be perfect for the room. We built a DIY king bed to go in front of the black wall. It was our largest DIY project, but it was overall fairly easy to build, and I have a tutorial on my blog for that too. Our nightstands were upgraded with 2 DIY nightstands. I love how these turned out and the stain finish that we used on them. There are also build plans available for these on my blog as well. I gave my IKEA dresser from college a makeover with an IKEA hack. We just added trim, new knobs, and painted it White Dove by Benjamin Moore. The decor in the space really helped to transform the space, especially our new rug and cozy bedding. Across from the bedroom is the master bathroom. I couldn't stand this bathroom when we first in, and I immediately gave it a mini $100 makeover with some new decor and painting the vanity. The final makeover turned out really lovely, but it was quite tedious and took us way longer than anticipated, but it was definitely worth it. The space was totally gutted except for the bathtub and some drywall. We removed our popcorn ceiling, replaced the vanity. We also replaced the sink, faucet, toilet, light, mirror, and the shower surrounded fixtures. We added a DIY wall molding that I painted a blue-gray color called Boothbay Gray by Benjamin Moore. It was so beautiful and looked great in this room. Again, a room that we didn't have any natural light. The outdated tile was replaced with porcelain tile that looks like marble. It was our first tile project, and I think it turned out really great despite the fact that it was a hexagon-shaped tile. My favorite project in the space, though, was the transformation of our wire shelves into DIY built-ins. We built bathroom shelves and a cabinet. The final room in this tour is our son Jackson's room. We transformed it into a blue and gray nursery with a coastal vibe. Besides removing the popcorn ceiling in this space as well and painting the walls white, we tore out the beige carpet and replaced it with a laminate wood flooring. The next big project was adding a DIY board and batten wall that we painted mindful gray. Above the wall, we installed wallpaper for the first time. It's a really beautiful wallpaper from Serena and Lily, and it was perfect for a baby boy's nursery. The sign over the crib was another DIY project. My husband came up with a quote and I designed it with my hand lettering, so it was a really special project. We created a reading and play nook with a rocking chair, a DIY side table, DIY wall bookshelves, and a DIY toy box. There were so many builds in this space, but it really helped to make it custom and unique and the way we wanted it. The dresser was another IKEA hack. I added base trim, new knobs, and painted it a darker gray to fit the theme of the room. Finally, the space was finished off with a natural rug and cute nursery decor to fit the coastal vibe. It was such a special room makeover since it's the nursery we brought our son Jackson home to, and it's another room I'm really going to miss that we spent so much time in. Wow, I cannot believe all the DIY projects that we put into this home. There was so much time, effort, and money that we invested into our house, but it all paid off in the end because we received some really great offers for our house. It wasn't just worth it for the resale value because we also were able to transform our house into a home that we really loved and that worked for us functionally and was also our style and aesthetic. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for following along. You might be wondering what's next, and I'm really excited to share that we have found a new home. I will be sharing all about it next week on the channel, so make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss a thing. There's a lot of exciting things coming up and you won't want to miss it. Also, if you want more details on all of the room makeovers and projects that went into our home, I will link them below in the description box. Thank you again for stopping by and watching.